Do-Rag Wisdom here, folks, and welcome to Y2k18.03.30. 221 days until the midterms, and today I have just general important information. I have to do this occasionally in case anyone just happens to visit and they don't know what's going on. They see me and they go, Do-Rag Wisdom. People have questions, so this is a way that I can just continue to give my full disclosure and let people know that I'm trying to be as honest as I possibly can. Those of you who know, who have been following this site or who watch it, know where I stand on many issues. So I just want to make sure it's clear for those who are visiting who are new. Okay, I'm a democratic socialist who supports Zionism in all the land of Israel. I do not believe that the so-called Palestinians have any claim on my tribal lands. What about Jordan? I do not believe that a country of Jordan was imagined when the British created their Balfour Declaration. Many left-wingers do not like Israel or Zionism. This is extremely painful to me because I caucus with these people. The three women who helped create the Women's March on Washington love Louis Farrakhan and the BDS movement. Cynthia Nixon, who is running for governor of my state, supports this anti-Jewish cabal. My beloved Young Turks have nothing nice to say about Israel when it comes to the Palestinian Nazi movement. So I have to ask myself the question. Here we go. Would I rather have a united Jerusalem and a fascist USA, or would I rather have an ununited Jerusalem and a democratic USA? I was born in the USA, was educated here, and proudly pay taxes here, even in my retirement. I owe my first move to this country, to the country of my birth, and must dispense for now with my naked ape tribalism. And I will support the left, anti-Semitic scum or no, because progressivism is the best thing for the USA and will help us to evolve into a more perfect democracy rather than what we have now, a democratic, constitutional, two-party republic. I am an atheist also, ironically enough, but do not deny my tribal heritage. I have learned in the 67 years that I've been on this planet that if I deny my heritage, there's always going to be someone out there, some naked ape bastard, who's going to call me a kike, who's going to say, there you are, Jew. And honestly, I believe in all the years I've lived, people have more respect for someone who doesn't try to hide what they are than someone who does. I am not a Puritan, folks. I am a libertine. I believe that our Protestant work ethic, puritanic society is hypocrisy and only makes people more miserable during all the years of their lives. And the only life they will have, because these creeps want you to believe that you're going to be stooked every day of your life up the wazoo, and then when you're buried, you're going to go to a nice place. Well, a nice place according to their interpretation. I don't believe in an afterlife in any way, and I want this life to be the best life that we could have. I'm a libertine. I said that before. And with that in mind, I believe in the legalization of the sex professions. I believe that marijuana, that all mind-altering drugs should be legal, that all gambling should be legal, with part of the money raised for these activities to go to societal services, low-income housing, drug treatment, and to the traditional public education system, not privatized charter schools. I am not politically correct. However, I feel that I do practice some form of this. For example, I will not refer to my sexual orientation as straight in contrast to gay. I instead use the term hetero, which I borrowed from the original Total Recall film. I use this term hetero because the LGBTQ community are not crooked. So I don't use the word straight, I use hetero. P.S. I believe in live and let liveism. As long as you are not abusing a child, an old person, an animal, or human, or any other human being in general, or our environment, as long as you're showing respect for all of these things and care, and as long as you're doing this, you should be allowed to live your lives unabused. It's only those people who want to hurt other people, other beings, our environment, that we have to crack down on. I don't care what your sexual orientation is, what your religion is, or anything, as long as you're not hurting a child, an old person, another human being that's your age, the environment, a helpless animal. I believe we're too busy sticking our nose into other people's lives, and we're too busy worrying about what they do in their bedrooms instead of trying to make our planet a better place to live on in the limited time and the only existence that we have. I am a cynical pessimist, a glass half empty human. I apologize if I am tardy in responding to my comments, but I saved them all and I hope to try to respond to as many as I can. I do these broadcasts, folks, because we are living in historic times, a crossroad of our country, and whether we are going to survive as a democratic republic or be co-opted by totalitarianism. I want to be on the right side of history with the hope that Trump and this era's teabag religious extremist GOP will go down in flames. I am not a phone call person, or am I one that can go door to door with my message. I prefer to write and to broadcast. I prefer to write or call my so-called representatives. I also want to donate money. Money can also be used for good, right? And we on the left must reach deeply into our pockets to fund our defense against the Russians. Trump war on our country. I hope that I can continue to help the resistance. If any subscriber has any suggestions or topics that they wish I would cover, please let me know, and please continue to make as many comments as you wish. I pledge that my site will always be not monetized and not contaminated with commercial advertisements. Our resistance must continue. Happy Easter and Passover to those that observe, and remember, the traitor Trump is suffering right now with the threat of many lawsuits. He's going down. I just want to add, I want to repeat, there is absolutely on this site no racial words, hatred. I don't want to hear the N-word. I don't want to hear any words against anybody's ethnic group or their sexual orientation. If you're one of those people who likes to post racial epithets, like you want to call me a kike, for example, you're out, man. I mean, I don't mind debate. I don't mind people who disagree with me. I think free speech is very important. That we got a creep in the Oval Office who's trying to destroy that. So when you visit my site, please keep in mind, you can say anything you want about me, but keep my I shouldn't say religion, but keep my tribal situation out of it. Keep people's sexual orientation out of it. Keep people's race out of it. Just deal with the issues at hand, and don't give out any Trump, Putin, traitor, birther bullshit. Thank you.